Friends, welcome to another episode of Ch8se Chats In Choppa. I know it's 5 minutes before time, but that means I'm on time. I'll give you all a moment to get in. Hey friend, thanks for joining in. We are about to host a connected conversation with our friend, entrepreneur, creator, founder of the one and only Plus Strut 5K. It's a 5K for plus size women. It's the first of its kind in North America. And soon the founder, Joy Tribble, will be joining me to have a dynamic, connected conversation here on Ch8se Chats In Choppa. So thank you for joining in. Tonight's episode is bound to be exciting, inviting, and very fun. I'm looking forward to a very fun conversation with my friend Joy Tribble. I hope you all are doing well today. It's a beautiful day in Georgia. Hopefully you got out and got some of this sunshine, or you're out getting some now. Nevertheless, thank you for tuning in. And we'll give my friend Joy just a little while to join us, and we will get this connected conversation started. Hopefully y'all can hear me well out there. Let's see. Hey friend. Hey Camping KC, aka McGalver. Can you hear me okay? I don't have my headset on today, so I'm moving a little differently. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday afternoon. Thank you, friend. Thank you for that conversation. Well, hello there, friend. Long time no see. Oh, it's good to have you join in. How is the fam? Big shout out, big hugs and kisses to everybody. Good to have you join in. I'm waiting on my friend Joy Tribble to join us for today's connected conversation. Joy is I'll let her talk about it, but she is the dynamic founder, creator, and brilliant mastermind behind the very first Plus Strut. The very first 5K for plus size women is what I was trying to say here. So Joy will be joining us soon, and we will have this connected conversation where she will get to tell you all who she is and how this beautiful baby of hers came to be. So we'll give her a little while to join in, but while we're waiting, y'all stay connected, hang in here. And I see that the Plus Strut Joy has already joined in. So Joy, whenever you're ready, request to join the live, and let's get this connected conversation started, my friend. Y'all, this is going to be so good. So tune in, tell your friends to join in, because this is another connected conversation you don't want to miss. Joy Tribble. Come on, technology. Don't fail me now. Here we go.
Is this thing live or are we recording, honey?
It is live and we are recording, honey. Hey, beautiful you.
Hi, darling. I hope my camera's all right. Is that all right?
Yes, ma'am. You are live and in living color, beautiful. I love it. I love it. Welcome.
Oh.
Hey, girl, hey, it's been a while.
It's been a long time coming.
Yes.
But I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
Oh, yes.
It's been good hard living. Come on. But I'm afraid to die.
Go, sing, girl. Sing, sing.
Hello, my friend.
That's not my ministry, girl. You best to sing to the people. Oh
That's
my
a little
goodness.
worship before we get church service started. Amen.
How I love it. How I love it. Only a Joy Tribble entrance will do for today. Oh my gosh. All right, people. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? All right, let the church say amen and amen.
Amen.
Friend, where have you been?
I know. Oh, Deb. Well, firstly, it is good to be with you.
It
And
is
thank you
good.
for the opportunity to come and share and express and be a part of this community that you are building and you are shepherding. And I think this is incredible for you as well.
Thank
So thank
you.
you for the opportunity
Absolutely.
to share space with you. Yes.
Absolutely, Joy. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining me.
Sure.
This is it's such a beautiful blessing. This is this is a reunion right here. What y'all don't understand is this is a reunion. But I'm gonna let Joy tell the tea because I do a lot of talking all the time. But I want Joy Tribble to tell the peoples who Joy is and how this connection came about.
Well, okay. I am, of course, Joy Tribble, as Deb shared. I am the creator and founder of the Plus Strut, and it's the first 5K run walk for plus size women in North America. We are affectionately known as the curviest 5K on the planet. And, you know, well, the story of the Plus Strut really is my story. I've always been a woman of size, a bigger woman. And I always had challenges in the health and wellness space. I mean, just because of the the energy around
Yeah.
large body people, right?
Yeah.
And you know, it's always an anti. You're not
Exactly.
this, you're not that, you're not.
Exactly.
And so sort of being in the spaces and places of those things, I just discovered that there was just a white space when it came to not necessarily running, but just a part of the industry
Mhm.
where there was a more focus on big body people. You know,
Yes.
a lot of times when we see people working out, most of the people that are featured are slim bodied, right?
Absolutely.
And there's nothing
Absolutely.
wrong with that, right?
Right. Right. But that
But
doesn't
what a lot of people,
represent
I was
everybody.
going to say, what a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know is that 68% of the women in the United States, close to 70 now, to be honest, are size
Mhm.
14 and above, but there's just not
Absolutely.
a lot of positive, widespread representation where you
Absolutely.
see these women just owning who they are in
Mhm.
their
Right.
bodies. You know, of
Right.
course, the misnomer is that large body people are unhealthy, and that's
Right.
just not the case.
Right.
And so it was just a charge, I think, for me to be one of those people and to say, you know, there isn't enough conversation about what we're doing. And so the
Absolutely.
Plus Strut was birthed in 2017, and we did our first event in 2018. And our connection came through someone else, quite honestly. And I can't remember her name now, but she was the
Gosh.
plus size runner that I think connected us. It might be Kim, but I'm not sure.
It might have been
It
Kim.
might
I
be
do think,
Kim. Yeah,
yeah, it
yeah,
might have been Kim.
yeah,
Absolutely. That might have
and
been it. It's been so
yeah.
long.
It
Wow.
has been. And so she just kind of shared what we were doing. We were looking for somebody that had been a part of the runner space too, that
Mhm.
could kind of help us kind of refine this and give insight and overview kind of what
Mhm.
happens in the runner space. And you being a part of a lot of, you know, runner activities,
Yeah.
you came in and lended your expertise and your institutional knowledge and all of the things.
We
And
had a
then you
good old
became a part of our
time.
team.
We
Yeah, you became a part of our team.
had
So
a good old time. Oh my gosh. It was so much
yes,
fun.
it
And I'm
was.
so proud and honored to be a part of the first, right? The first. So for me, your creative genius, your insight, your brilliance to say, listen, this isn't here. We need it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. Because why not? We deserve to be represented in this space as well. And
Yeah.
I commend you for that. Like, that is so badassery to me. And I love everything about that,
Thank
right?
you. Thank
I
you.
absolutely adore you for that and bringing representation to the running space because you're right. It's unless we are represented, who's going to do it for us, basically? Like, if we don't do it, who's going to do it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So,
I mean, that's really the genesis of a lot of things that happen.
yeah,
I think, and just culturally, when you don't see it, who's going to be the one that
exactly.
says, "Send me, I'll go," you know?
Exactly.
And that's not an easy decision,
Oh,
right?
no, it's true.
It's a heavy lift to sort of be a
True.
visionary. I mean, like what you're doing with Chasing Waterfalls, like you were doing a lot of those things, and oftentimes people's interests are kind of scattered, and a lot of people are feeling the same thing, but there's nobody that sort of, I mean, there are some, but nobody sort of emerges and says, "All right, let's actually put this in motion."
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
right. So kudos to you. Now, what was it, other than seeing that there was no representation or little representation, what was the driving force behind you, Joy, saying, I'm the one, I got this, I'm going to do it, and here comes the plus strut. Watch me work.
Well, it might be multiple things. At the time that the idea came, I had just gotten fired working at the city. And, you know, I was sort of kind of feeling sorry for myself a little bit. You know, you kind of are in certain positions, and then it's done away with, and you're just kind of like, well, dang, a little bit of your identity is attached to it, to be very honest. I mean, we get up and go to work every day. We're putting our ideation and thoughts to stuff, and then when something like that happens, it kind of strips you a little bit, you know, and just sort of trying to just think through and strategize what the next thing was. I've always been a part of the plus community in some particular fashion, and being, you know, an ambassador or something, but just a part of the community. And I knew that one of the things that plus size women do well, women in general, but more particularly plus size women, because there's oftentimes when you find products where people really understand the plight and the lifestyle of plus size women. And so when you find this niche demographic, we're really loyal to brands and to companies that hear us and are mindful of our concerns. And so being a part of that, I knew we did fashion and beauty and all of those things really, really well. Like the girls know how to get dressed and come and show out. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like being plus in the Black community, and I don't mean to sort of compartmentalize this, but our grandmothers and our aunts and our dears and our Medias, and being a big woman was sort of, you know, she was the center, right, of our community, right? And so outside of other people and other making that, you know, a negative. I mean, if we think of culturally, women in South Africa, being large-bodied women are deemed wealthy and rich. You know what I mean? So historically, it really is. If we break this down, it's a positive to be people of size, right? Because it means you're eating, it means you're healthy. Those are all symbols of a healthy, And so being a part of that community, I knew we did those things well, but I also felt the wellness component, kind of just fell flat, because a lot of us felt, honestly, we felt antagonized. We felt, you know, attacked in those spaces. And I'm like, how do we own it? What do we do to own this again? How do we do that? And so I thought representation really does matter, and it really helps that you can be what you see. But because we weren't seeing it positively, we saw it negatively, but not positively. You know, how do we do this? And I was in my own journey of just health and, you know, tipping my toe into the wellness space a bit more and looking for community. And I thought, if I feel like this, I bet you there's somebody else that feels this way. And
I love that.
And that was it. That was it.
Absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. Like, you have essentially changed lives, and being there in the midst of it all in the beginning and watching the women. Oh my gosh, it was life-changing for me. It's so amazing how when you build a space and you create a space where women feel seen, welcomed, invited, right, that we flourish. we absolutely
That's right.
flourish, right? But
That's
because
right.
it wasn't that, there wasn't that space, and we have all of these numerous races throughout Atlanta, and none of them ever catered to the plus size women. And though I've been in so many of those races, I will see sporadically plus size women out there, but not a race dedicated to the plus size women.
Mhm.
And Joy, to me, that is absolutely beautiful. It is phenomenal.
Thank
It
you.
was needed, and I am Team Plus Strut for life.
Thank you,
Like, thank
Deb.
you. Absolutely.
I
Like,
appreciate that.
it's absolutely incredible, because I know that representation matters, which is literally why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I know that healing spaces exist in nature for Black and brown women.
Thank you.
So this too, Joy, it's absolutely phenomenal. So tell me, let's talk about the first stages. Like, so when you decided, I'm going to create this, we need this, representation matters, we're going gung ho. We're going to make the first plus strut for plus strut 5K for curvy women. I'm sure you were faced with some resistance. I'm sure it wasn't easy. I'm so sure that it still isn't easy. Like, what has been one of the most challenging things for you to press beyond to get this baby going?
Well, yes, you're right. It wasn't easy, and it still isn't easy. There are
Right.
several factors that play a role in that. First one is, just because you've been given an assignment doesn't mean you get out of your own way.
Oof.
Right?
Today?
So the first battle was mine, in my mind, about whether or not this would be something that people would want to be a part of. I know that it is harder for larger body people. I mean, you're carrying extra weight. So think about a backpack that has 50 additional pounds in it, and you're carrying it around, or however many pounds. It's relative to the person, but doing that on a daily basis, you're like, wait, I don't know if this is oxymoronic, or if this is something that really would connect with people. So I had to try to get out of my own mind to not kill the baby before it was birthed. So that was the first hurdle.
Wow.
And then the second hurdle, which we still are working, is something that I call a mental Titanic. And I say that because it's on two ends of the stick. It's the people that you're catering to, so the plus community, and then also allies and sponsors that you have outreach for this community.
Right.
And so the first mental Titanic is telling other people that they can do it, right? That you are capable of doing this. And this is a space that is not to point a finger, but to welcome you and to encourage and uplift you. So you kind of got to prune off all of the intermediaries and emotional things that people innately just have just in this whole life experience, right?
I can totally see that. Yeah, absolutely.
The other is, it costs money to do stuff. There's a cost. There's a cost with everything. And so trying to come up with, the right partnerships and right, brands to align with, you kind of got to do a lot of talking. You kind of got to tell them who this person is.
Exactly.
And that the only difference is that, well, there really isn't a difference, right? There really isn't a difference, because our own human experiences create all sorts of barriers, right?
Exactly.
So just having to tell them who these people are, and, they're buying power, right? I mean, plus size women, in 2016, plus size women spent upwards of $21.4 billion.
Wow.
Just in their spending power. That's an astronomical number.
Wow.
But yet, there are so few spaces where there's more acknowledgement of that. And they don't really think about that. But women are the nucleus of the family. They're the ones right? That are
always have, yes,
spending the money,
yes,
they're making the decisions and all of those
exactly,
things. And so
exactly.
it's really telling them this is your customer.
Yeah,
And how do
yeah.
I make that plain to you when it
Mhm.
might not be obvious, but it's a no-brainer and it really is easy. They're just
Right,
not paying attention to it. Like we're
right.
standing in plain sight and you
Mhm.
keep overlooking us.
Exactly,
So
exactly. And that
those
is
are
a
the
problem.
challenges. Yeah, those are the
Mhm.
challenges. Because
Yeah.
I for the last 2 years, Plus Start was self-funded, right? And
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
so because you have to put something
You
into
do.
the
I
thing,
know very
you
well
know?
about that.
Yeah,
Yes.
right?
You got to
Yeah,
invest in it to make it something,
yes.
right?
So you got
And
to
that's
put
not
your own
easy.
in there for people to
Mhm.
even believe that they should invest their own money into it as well.
Exactly,
And so,
exactly.
those are some of the things that you kind of have to drill down and kind of dig down a little bit more in and
Right.
try to find ways to lighten that load
Yeah,
for
yeah,
both people,
right.
and then maintaining the ability for longevity,
Yeah.
right? Because COVID was really, really
Oof.
hard. COVID was
Oof.
hard, and we
COVID
missed three
changed
years. It changed a lot, and we
a
missed
lot.
3 years. Yeah, we
Yeah,
missed 3 years of the event,
yeah. COVID
and
changed a lot. My
and don't get me
God.
wrong, COVID came and did some damage, and it came and brought some light.
It
However
did.
you want to
It did.
see
This
it,
is true.
right?
This is
But it
true.
didn't mean that you don't have a scar, right?
Right,
You might be
right.
over, baby, but you remember where you got that scar,
You know, you know exactly when and where it happened. Yeah. COVID was here. Oh,
It was
child.
here.
Yeah,
So I think
it
we
was
all have
here.
COVID scars, right? We all
Yes.
have some COVID scars, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Um, and
Absolutely.
so coming back from that, 3 years being
Yeah.
down, when you were
Yeah.
on a trajectory with momentum,
Yes.
was shaky. To be
Yeah.
very honest, it was shaky. But I'm proud to say we are in our fifth active year with the Plus
Woo-hoo!
Strut this year. Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah,
I
proud of
love
that.
that. I love
Yeah.
that.
And this is new information, very hot off the press. We have secured
Uh-oh.
our presenting sponsor. So the
Breaking
Chasing
news.
Waterfalls podcast, the Plus Strut, is now sponsored by Ula Popkin. They are a plus size brand based in Germany.
Lovely.
And
Oh,
they saw the value of
congratulations.
what we were doing. And so they are the
Oh, that's
title sponsor. And
awesome.
it is very
Congratulations.
refreshing. Yeah, thank you. It's
That is
refreshing not
beautiful.
only for the financial piece, but also for
Yes.
the
Yes.
belief, right?
Yes.
And the alignment that they felt with what we were
Yes.
doing and who we were doing it for. So we are
Oh, I love
thrilled
that.
about that. Yeah.
It's so beautiful to be seen
Yeah.
and to be appreciated, right? I love that.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is huge.
Yes,
Oh,
it
y'all
is.
heard it first here
Yes,
on
you
Ch8se Chats
did.
In Choppa. Mhm.
Yes, you did. You
I
heard it first.
love that. So listen, tell us about the Plus Strut. When is it? What are the dates? Where is it? How do
Yes.
women register?
Yes.
Are there volunteer opportunities?
Yes.
Oh, give us the tea.
Yeah, so the Plus Strut will be the first weekend in May. We always do the Plus Strut the first Saturday in May. Because of our 5th-year anniversary, we've expanded it to 3 days. So it is a weekend of wellness.
Whoa.
So it's not just a race on Saturday. We're doing
Okay.
2 anchor days on Friday and Sunday. The Friday, of course, is packet pickup, but it's a mixer packet pickup where you come and just kind of celebrate, what we're getting ready to do and meet other women and get all the things.
Fun.
And then Saturday, of course, is the big event, which is the 5K Saturday morning. And that's
Fun.
the 5K that happens at Chastain Park. That's where we've had it every year since our inception. So
Yes.
that is a beautiful, beautiful park in
It
Atlanta.
is
A
so
lot of people don't know that Chastain is the largest park currently. I think there's one coming, but it stands right now as the largest park within the city of Atlanta. A lot of people think it's Piedmont,
Yeah,
but
I would have thought that as
Chastain
well. Really?
Chastain has a golf course and a horse park and an
Oh,
amphitheater all in one. So the
okay.
entire footprint makes it the largest in the city of Atlanta.
Okay. It is
So
beautiful.
yeah,
It
it
is
is a
beautiful.
beautiful space. Yes. And so,
Lovely.
so then the race is that Saturday morning, and then new for this year, we're doing something called Pillows and PJs.
Oh,
And
do
Pillows and
tell.
PJs, yes, is it's an extension. It's our mental wellness extension
Mhm.
because
I love that.
Physically, we sort of do the 5K, sort of handles our
Yes.
physical, but
Yeah.
there's lots of mental
Hmm.
disruptions that are
Yes.
happening in our life
Yes.
cycle. Yeah.
This is
And
so
we
true.
need to be mindful of that. And if we are coming
Yes.
together, because one of our core values is community,
Yes.
if we're coming together as community, then we need to tap into all of the things that affect the people within our
Oh, I
community.
love that.
And
Oh,
because
I
there's been
love that,
such
Joy.
an uptick in mental disruptions, Pillows and PJs is our opportunity to just allow people to unzip, right?
Oh,
And
I love
safety
it.
and surrounded by people that get it, that understand,
Yes.
that will hold space for
Yes.
them. Um, we are going to have a psychotherapist there to kind of help walk us through some challenges.
Oh,
We're
wow.
going to do some, some sound baths and
Oh,
some,
wow, Joy.
meditation, and maybe some light yoga movements just so that we
Yeah.
can, you know, just really feel the gratitude of our bodies
Yes.
carrying us for however long we've been on the earth, right? So it really is a moment of
Beautiful.
gratitude. And the PJs are because the first thing you want to do after you
Girl,
finish something like that is take a shower and get in something comfortable, right? And so
that's right.
pajamas just make sense, right?
They
So
come
it's
on
kind of like
and you trying to get comfortable, right?
So it's kind of like a
Yes.
slumber party, with
Yes.
that mixed with, the other elements that I mentioned.
I love
And
it.
so we're gonna have pajamas there as
I love
well. So that's
it.
Saturday night. And then Sunday, of course, is we've done a brunch before, but this one is a
Uh-huh.
little different. This one is called the Champions of Wellness Brunch because we want
Nice.
to honor people in our space specifically that are
Yes.
championing their wellness, however they see that. And so we want to honor people for that on the Sunday, and
Beautiful.
just to culminate the event with, because look, ain't nothing. Listen, we might can get out here and do something physical, but baby, give me a bowl of grits,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Baby, buy me some bacon, give me a bowl of grits, give me one of eggs, okay? Like that's all that's cute. Baby, give me a
Did all the work.
give me a little piece of jam, okay? Like, let's stop. We ain't got to act like we don't want to eat, baby. We want to eat,
Okay.
okay?
We gonna eat. We gonna eat.
We gonna eat.
We done done the work. Now let's celebrate and let's eat. Okay?
Baby, let's
Yes, ma'am.
celebrate.
Okay.
So we're gonna do
I
that on the
love it.
Sunday
Oh,
of
I
the
love
race, and
it. I
yeah,
love
and so
everything
it's
about
really
this.
cool. Yeah, so it's exciting. It's new, and it's we've never done it, but we're excited about
Oh my.
how the takeaways that people will have.
Yes. Joy,
Yeah.
I know it's going to be absolutely outstanding. I know it's going to
Thank
be beautiful.
you.
I
Thank you.
just know. So now I'm excited for you. This is a full
It
weekend. Like it's
is.
no longer a day. It's not just the Plus Strut 5K. It's the Plus Strut experience.
It is. And I think,
Mhm.
you might be able to speak to that a little bit. I know the first year we did it, and I can't remember if you were there our first year or our second year or both. But what we discovered the first year is that nobody wanted to leave, and
Exactly. Yes.
people were just
Yes.
kind of
Yes.
hanging around.
Yes. I was there the first and the second year,
Okay,
and you're
good. Okay.
absolutely right. Nobody wanted to leave. They were like, okay, we're done, and what next? Like, no, it's
We
not time to
clean
go.
it up. Is what's next.
People were still hanging around, like, y'all, we didn't, everything's packed up, go
Like, we
home.
gotta go.
They were like,
So
no, we
we
want
thought
more. We want more.
they wanted some more.
They
So we were
did.
like, let's capture this lightning in a bottle and give
Yes.
people more.
Yes.
And so this is the more that I think
Yes.
and hope
Oh, I love
that
it.
will be good for them. Yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. Yes, they're gonna love it because people, not only were these women from Atlanta, women traveled from all over the world
That's
to
right.
be a part of
So
this monumental event. Y'all, do you hear what she said? This is the
it is.
first of its kind in North America.
And
Y'all
only.
didn't hear her.
Not just the first, but we are the only. There is no other.
Okay,
There is
did y'all
no.
hear that? The
There is
only
nothing. Yeah. There's nothing
woman.
quite like it. Yeah. There's
Nothing
nothing quite
like
like
it.
it.
And
Yeah.
women flew in. I remember being there, and I remember being at the registration desk checking women in, and the energy,
Yeah.
the excitement. Like these women flew in, was like, I'm ready, I'm here, let's do it.
Yeah.
What can
Yeah.
I do to help? They had literally flown in with their bags in hand,
They
wanting to be a part of it,
did.
wanting to help because it was it was like the inaugural
Yeah.
event, and women just wanted to be there and be
Mhm.
present in this beautiful space that you had created. And I felt absolutely honored to be a part of it. I was like, first off, let me just say this. When Joy called me, y'all, I knew Joy. So Joy, drop a little tea
Drop
because
the
where you was working at the
thing,
time.
drop it there.
Okay, so listen, y'all. Back then, I was listening to the radio hot and heavy back then, and I would always hear this beautiful voice on the radio, just enjoy. Just enjoy. Well, who is this woman with all of this attitude and energy and this vibe, this everything? And then, y'all, I get a phone call from Just Enjoy. I'm like, who called me? I was so honored at that time for Joy to call me and ask me to be a part of the Plus Strut 5K. I had arrived, honey. Y'all just need to know. I had arrived. And now I had arrived. I was like, oh, snap. But it was absolutely a beautiful, beautiful connection. It was a beautiful time. And I'm so proud of you, Joy. I
Thank
am
you.
so,
Thank
so
you.
very proud
I
of
mean, I
you.
feel honored
And this
to have
baby,
you. Doing anything like this, as you know, we just can't lift everything alone. Like, we can't do these
true.
assignments by ourselves. And so we need other people that come
Yes,
along and they're like, yes, I believe in this. I got you. How can I help?
absolutely.
That matters. And so
Absolutely.
in those early stages, I mean, even still, there's still areas, especially now with the uptick in social media and all of the things, like there's
Yes.
so much more you have to do as an
Oh
entrepreneur
my
to
gosh.
stay
There's so
warm and in
much.
front of people with
Yes.
this, attention economy that we're in. And so
Yes.
to have you with that was our volunteer coordinator. So Deb handled all of the people that was there cheering. Deb handled that, which added to the beauty of the
Yes.
experience because
Yeah.
those women felt so incredibly supported,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
so
Yes.
celebrated for what they were
Yes.
doing. And so that matters. And so the people
Yes,
that
it
you had
does.
involved was an extension of you. And so
Yeah.
thank you for that because it added so much richness
Absolutely.
to what we were doing. So
Oh,
no, that was good.
absolutely.
Yes, yes,
Absolutely. These women, all of us deserve to be
yeah.
celebrated at every moment in time. And that event, the Plus Strut, those women deserve to be celebrated, honey,
They do.
all day, every
They
day.
do.
And I was absolutely honored to be a part of it. And I'm absolutely honored that you chose to say yes to be a part of this Ch8se Chats in Choppa, to come and share the Plus Strut with the peoples, and so they could also be a part of it. Now, for my sisters out there who may not actually be plus size, can they come? Can we be a part of the Plus Strut? Is it just for plus strutters?
So there's a couple of things to that. That's a little loaded, right? So
Okay,
the quick answer,
it is.
the quick answer is yes. If you are not plus, you can come. The way you participate, however,
Mhm.
is as a uplifter. We're
Yes,
doing what we're
yes.
calling. We actually have a name for it now, but there's a particular place on the route where the women are coming back to cross the finish
Yeah.
line, and so we call that now High Five Alley. That is what that
Oh,
is
I love
called.
that.
Yes, and so the way that other people that are not plus that can come is to be a part of High Five Alley because that is
Oh, I
such a rich
love that.
moment. It's emotional. We see a lot of
Yes,
tears and weeping and
yes,
so many
yes.
things erupt at that finish line. So having High
Oh,
Five Alley impacted with these people in droves that are screaming and loving on
I
these people
love that.
is such an impactful moment. And so if you're not plus, but you're leaning into what we're doing for this demographic of women, if you want to get involved in that way or in other ways, because volunteerism is a great thing because we need
It
all
is.
hands on deck. Right? I cannot
Absolutely.
do this by myself, right? And so
Absolutely
if you
right.
feel connected, volunteer, just email me, right? You can do that. There may be I think there's a drop down on our website at theplusstrut.com, but yes, to get involved that way, you absolutely can share it with other people. We don't even mind if younger people come in. They're just gonna have to do a little work so they
Right,
can,
right.
I'm all about that work. if
Right. We know about that work.
anybody,
We put that work
if
in.
anybody know me,
We put that work
I,
in.
I,
Absolutely.
I laugh about that. But on race day is game day, okay?
Oh, it's game day, boy. And they don't play. I love it.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
boy,
yes.
it is absolutely on. And it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing. And I love it. Like, y'all, y'all just need to know. Go back to the Plus Strut. Look at the
Yes,
reels.
yes,
Look at the videos. The energy is high. The excitement is high. When I
it
tell
is.
you, the real feels, you could just see it.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can just feel it
That is true. That is
permeating through
true.
the videos, right? Those sisters,
Yeah.
the
I'm
real
I'm
feels.
glad, yeah, that people can
Yeah, you
feel
can see
it
it
through the
all. Oh,
screen.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad that you can. Yeah, because we've got past experiences on our website and of course
Yes,
on all of our socials at the Plus Strut, and you can just
yes,
page through it and just kind of see, how
yeah,
the people experience it. I am very proud of the Plus Strut, and you're right. We did have women that not were just local here, but around the country, and of course
yes,
internationally. I mean,
yes,
we had women that came from Bermuda that saw
yes.
the Plush Fund
Remember
online and
that.
just felt the connection, right? And so, it
Yes,
does transcend coastlines, right? Because
yeah,
because again, there's so many women that are in this demographic, but
right,
oftentimes we're relegated to the shadows when we are the majority. And so sometimes you just gotta be the one that says, all right, enough is enough. How can we showcase
right.
these type of people? And so we are excited to be back again for year 5. So if this isn't your thing, but you know somebody who might like it, please share the Plus Strut with them,
Yes,
because I am confident that one day this will be in the likes of the Boston Marathons, the Chicago Marathons, the New York Marathons, the Peachtree Road Races, and all of the
yes,
other
yes,
races that we
yes,
hear that are prominent. This will be
yes.
one of those. I
Absolutely.
declare that. I already feel that.
It
Um,
absolutely will.
yeah,
Absolutely will.
yeah,
Absolutely
yeah,
will. And I stand on that with you, sis. It
yeah. Thank you,
absolutely will.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Y'all mark
you.
y'all just mark the day. It's coming. It is absolutely coming. And she said it today.
Yes, I believe it. Yes, I do.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I
yes, yes,
love
yes,
this
that.
so much, Joy. I love this so, so very much.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
y'all heard it here on Ch8se Chats In Choppa with my friend, founder, creator, executive director of the
Yeah,
Plus Strut 5K, the only 5K for plus size women in North America, the curviest plus strut, the
yes,
curviest 5K on the planet,
that's
I should
it,
say.
man.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
it.
Joy, you are such a beautiful blessing,
Thank you,
sis.
Deb.
I so appreciate you sharing your shine here on my little Ch8se Chats In Choppa
Ain't
with
nothing
my
little about it, baby.
friends.
You doing more than other people that ain't. So, baby, you stepping big. You step
I
into
am,
this.
listen, I am just determined to share the shine of all of us who are out here in our community doing the dang
Yeah,
thing and helping us all one way or
yeah.
another. And that's just literally what this is. So
Mm.
if you are a brand, an organization, a nonprofit, a brother or sister that's out there doing something and you want to share your shine and come over here on Ch8se Chats In Choppa with little old me and tell the peoples what you're doing, man, hit me up in my DM, and I would love to have you share your shine like my friend Joy just shared hers. And y'all, if you are interested in the Plus Strut, Joy, tell them one more time how they can be a part of it.
Yes.
And then we are going to bid you all farewell for tonight.
Yes, thank you. So all information about the Plus Strut is at theplusstrut.com. All of our socials are at the Plus Strut. And we're even on TikTok now. So yeah, we're over there too. TikToking over there. And then for any information, or if you want to be a vendor or a sponsor or any of those things, you can email me at info@theplusstrut.com. So yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Y'all heard it here. So now run on over there to Joy's platform and blow her up and be a part of this
Yeah. Yeah.
excellence that's unfolding, and support our sister out here in these run streets. Plus Strut women are moving.
Yes.
Plus